You don't need motivation. You need discipline. There's a common idea out there that you should follow your passion, do what you love. And while that sounds great in theory, it's not always so simple in practice. You can't expect to find inspiration at the office or at the gym. Sometimes you just have to show up even when you don't want to, because it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. Your motivation may fade, but discipline will keep you going. So let's talk about it. Welcome to the channel. Now first, understand that motivation is for amateurs. Listen, all of us have felt that surge of energy at the beginning of something new, whether it's a fitness goal or a project at work or starting a business. We feel excited and ready to tackle anything. But here's the thing, motivation fades. One day it's there, the next it's gone. But discipline, that's what builds empires. It's the foundation of character and inner peace. Discipline is what allows you to say no to instant gratification in favor of long-term fulfillment. It's the difference between wanting to be fit and actually being fit. It's the difference between wanting to make a difference in the world and actually making a difference in the world. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. So if you're constantly chasing after fleeting feelings of inspiration, you'll never be truly happy. But if you focus on building discipline, then you'll have an inner source of motivation that never runs dry. Motivation is unreliable. Let's face it, we're all human beings. We get tired, we get bored, and sometimes we just don't feel like doing stuff. But that's where discipline comes in. It's what makes the difference between people who start a lot of things and people who finish things. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the thinkers from the achievers. Listen, I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, the benefits are worth it. When you develop discipline, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities that were never open to you before. You become the kind of person who gets things done, who makes things happen. You become the kind of person who doesn't just talk about their goals, but actually achieves them. Do you really want to be that kind of person? Then it's time to stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline. Motivation is like a fickle lover. It's there 1 minute and gone the next. But discipline is like a loyal friend who's always there for you. It may not be the most exciting option, but it's definitely the best long-term strategy. Discipline gives you freedom. Now, I know that might sound counterintuitive, like if you have to be disciplined, that means you have to be strict with yourself, right? Well, yes, but also no. See, discipline isn't just about deprivation, it's about freedom. Freedom from the tyranny of your own mind, freedom from the expectations of others, and ultimately freedom to live a life that's true to you. Discipline gives you the power to choose what you want to be, what you want to do, and how you want to live. And that's a pretty awesome feeling. Let's take a step back and look at this more closely. We all have two basic choices in life. Either we can be controlled by our circumstances, or we can be masters of our own destiny. If we're not disciplined, then we're at the mercy of our emotions, our environment, and everyone else's expectations. But if we cultivate discipline, then we can rise above it all and live a life that's guided by our own values and goals. That's why the Stoics were so obsessed with self-control. They knew that it was the key to living a good and virtuous life. In fact, Marcus Aurelius even wrote an entire book called Meditations, which is basically a self-help guide for living a life of Stoic virtue. So if you want to be free to live the life you want, then you need to start by mastering yourself. And that starts with discipline. You don't need motivation, you need discipline, the secret to getting things done. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get it. Discipline is important, but how do I actually build it? Well, here are 3 Stoic-inspired tips that can help you master yourself and achieve your goals. Tip number 1, focus on what you can control. As the Stoics taught us, there are some things in life that are up to us, and there are other things that we have no control over. The key is to focus our energy on the things we can control. and let go of the things we can't. When we try to control everything, we set ourselves up for failure. But when we focus on what's within our power, we give ourselves a much better chance of success. For example, you can't control the fact that you're feeling lazy or unmotivated, but you can control whether or not you give in to those feelings. You can't control the outcome of a situation, but you can control how you respond to it. So instead of wasting energy on the things you can't control, focus on what you can and take small steps towards your goals every single day. Tip number 2, practice mindfulness. Another key to building discipline is practicing mindfulness, or as the Stoics called it, negative visualization. This means being fully present and aware of what's happening in the moment without judgment. When we're focused on the present moment, we're less likely to get distracted by our thoughts or emotions, and we're more likely to take action towards our goals. Practicing mindfulness can help you become more aware of your thought patterns and emotional triggers so you can better manage them and avoid letting them control you. It's not always easy, but even a few minutes of mindful breathing each day can make a big difference. Tip number 3, remind yourself of your why. Finally, it's important to remember why you're doing what you're doing. When you have a clear sense of your purpose and values, it's easier to stay motivated and disciplined. This is what the Stoics meant when they talked about living in accordance with nature. By understanding our place in the universe and our connection to something bigger than ourselves, we can find the strength and motivation to overcome any obstacle. So take some time each day to reflect on your values and the kind of person you want to be. This can help you stay focused on what's important and make decisions that align with your goals. Remember, you don't need motivation, you need discipline. But by following these 3 tips, you can start building the discipline you need to achieve your goals and live a life that's true to you. And that's it. But please remember, the real work is up to you. I can only inspire you to take action. It's up to you to follow through and actually make it happen. So go out there and start working towards your goals. Start building the life you want to live. And don't worry about motivation. Motivation will come and go, but discipline will keep you on track. And besides, as Epictetus said, it's not things that upset us, it's our opinions about those things. So don't waste your energy worrying about motivation. Just focus on taking the next small step, and eventually you'll get where you want to go. I believe in you. Now go out there and prove it to yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching.